All right.
It looks like Bossco's as clever as you are at cutting-edge intellectual humor.
You gotta admit, that is pretty funny.
Well, you'll have to type it in all these.
You did it, Sammo.
Let's check in the bathroom for more clues. Let's see if there's anything in the bathroom to tell us where Bossco's top secret bunker is. Or maybe the bathroom is his top secret bunker.
This is exactly where I'd want to spend an apocalypse.
I sense that something terrible happened here.
Ho ho! You don't know the half of it.
The Bossco Tech Drain Liberator 6000. I'm not going anywhere near that thing.
Not after seeing what it did to that sludgy delivery guy.
The sound alone still haunts my nightmares. Hot toilet wine. Everything Bossco would need to survive for months. From the looks of it, these wine bottles haven't been touched in decades. It's an industrial-sized barrel of baking soda. Rampaging Roy Neary with a meat and two sides. Recognize that from Easter Island, Max? It's a model volcano.
I'd say it's downright exemplary.
Bossco's disguises, each more offensively ludicrous than the last. I would clean up in here, but I don't want to disturb any evidence. It's an industrial-sized barrel of baking soda.
What was that for, Sam?
That barrel was looking at me funny. It's an industrial-sized barrel of baking. Bossco's high-tech 100% convincing disguise kit.
So, which kit was he using last year, then?
A jumbo-sized bag of cotton balls.
Don't open it, Sam! I can never eat just one.
A nice aged bottle of Nippy Valley.
Woof! Nippy Valley Woof. For party time or any time.
Some idiot left the cork out, Max. It turned to vinegar. And the school board said our cases had no educational merit.
Do it again! Do it again! What's that noise?
It's a spaceship.
They've come for us, Max. It's THEM.
Good! About time we found out who's responsible for this travesty.
Hey, guys. Look, I can explain.
Did you get a haircut, Bosco? There's something different.
Finally see a doctor about that, personal problem?
You guys done?
Yeah, that's all we got.
Good. Now shut up and help me!
What seems to be the problem, Bessie?
That elevator over there, it's horrible! I went inside looking for THEM, but when I got out, I saw my mother! It gets worse. I ran out of there fast as I could, and when I came out, I was like this! You gotta fix it, guys!
What are you doing here?
What are you doing on an alien spaceship?
I got tired of being scared of THEM. I finally said, bring them on! I built this device that let me predict where they were gonna show up next. Then I let them come on and take me.
So, did you get udders, or are you a boy cow?
That's none of our business, Max. What happened next, Bosco?
I used the device on myself, to test it. After that, it's all a blur.
Where's that device?
Where's this THEM detector device you were talking about?
I don't know. I must have lost it in that elevator after I got turned into this thing.
Where's this THEM detector device?
I don't know. I must have lost it in that elevator after I got turned into this thing.
What is this place, Bosco?
You guys still don't get it? This is it. The center of the entire operation of THEM.
Kinda sparse for the headquarters of a sinister cabal bent on world domination.
You don't need much room when you can go anywhere you want through time and space.
Where the aliens?
The place seems pretty empty. Where are THEY hanging out?
I don't know, but you can bet they're around here somewhere. Just wait to probe us and turn us all into freakish animal-human hybrids.
Bosco, Sam is standing right here.
Volcanoes?
What's with all the volcanoes back in your store?
Guys, try to keep up. Haven't you figured anything out yet? The volcano is what summons the spaceship, fools!
Sam, is it my imagination, or are we being scolded by the guy who's half cow?
Don't go anywhere, Bosco.
Now where am I gonna go looking like this? Help me get back to normal, guys.
Normal? We'll get you back the way you were before, but we're not promising more than that. Bosco's again? How'd we end up back here?
Judging from the lack of safety railings and the ready availability of guns and ammo, I'd say we've gone back in time. Seems to be sometime in the early sweet mother of mole sauce.
You fools gonna buy something, or do you want to make a baby?
Well, you must be Mrs. Bosco.
That's Ms. Bosco. I don't want any part of your oppressive patriarchy.
Fair enough, ma'am. Miss, you.
Who are you?
Sam and Max, freelance police.
Finally, the police. Maybe you can help me catch that fool.
Who do you want to catch?
Which fool did you want us to catch exactly?
That man who just came in here yelling about conspiracies and busting up the place.
Bosco always did know how to make a memorable first impression.
He was the...
Can you tell us more about the man who trashed your shop?
He took one look at me and screamed.
That should narrow the list of suspects down to any man with eyes.
Then he stumbled back and ran right into my baby maker.
Ouch!
Well, watch out for stool.
We can't take the case, but we'll keep an eye out for your vandal, Miss Bosco.
I swear if I ever find him, I'm gonna make sure he gets no pleasure in this life.
I haven't heard a tale of motherly love like that since the Manchurian Candidate.
We're here to help your son.
I don't have a son. You think it's not enough I'm a businesswoman and inventor? A woman's only useful if she's got a son.
It's not that. We're friends with him.
Well, acquaintances.
We know him.
We've spoken to him more than once.
doesn't matter. I'm not defined by my children. But when I do have one, she's gonna be the most perfect little angel.
What was that you said about making a baby?
I'm made uncomfortable by this line of questioning, Sam.
That's just because you're scared of a world where career-minded women don't need to be tied to a man to have a family. This ain't the past anymore. It's the 1960s. They can talk about putting a person on the moon, and I can invent a baby-making machine.
How does this baby-making machine work?
You just take a DNA sample from the mother and the other person and combine them in that machine. Let it bake a couple hours, and you've got a beautiful baby girl. Or boy, I guess. I've already got my own samples in there. I'm gonna test it out tonight after closing.
How do you get the DNA samples?
Isn't that obvious? Saliva, fools!
Well, naturally.
Oh, of course.
Where'd you get the father's sample?
Oh, him. Well, I was just in Washington, D.C. for a special occasion, and when I was touring the White House, I met a nice man in a dark suit. He was polite and didn't say much. Seemed like his spit was as good as anybody else's, so I picked him.
Where'd you get...
Oh, him. Well, I was just... He was...
See you later, Miss Bossco.
We're gonna pick up some swinging 60s chicks and start a groovy hullabaloo.
Men.
Cut it out, Max. You don't even like girls.
Oh, right.
You got a problem with women?
Nah, just never interested. With all the general malice I have to get done in a day, girls are just a huge waste of time.
I have never been as turned on as I am right now.
What?
Uh-oh.
You just never found the right woman, and I never found the right man. Forget the baby maker.
Catastrophic temporal anomaly detected.
Run away with me, Max, my white stallion.
Curse my irresistible animal magnetism.
Miss Bossco, I really think you should reconsider.
I can already see us living next door to that nice detective.
Well, it would be nice having someone to do my laundry.
You don't even wear clothes.
And yet I always end up with so many blood-stained shirts. 'Tis a mystery.
Think of your children. What about that?
I won't need kids once I have the love of my Max. He'll be my new little pet project.
Max just isn't that into you.
Oh, geez, Sam, show a little tact. What he means to say is, there is absolutely no way, no how I would ever be interested in you until the day the Earth is consumed by the flames of our exploding sun.
You say that now.
Max doesn't even like girls.
They're a nuisance at best.
Hasn't been interested since... When did that start exactly?
I think it all goes back to that time we were... No flashback? Okay. Well, it's been ever since junior high.
You're wasting your time, Miss Bossco. Max just isn't interested.
The more he protests, the more I know he's the one.
Hey, Max, remember that old carbon dater we got from Sybil last year?
Yeah, we gave it to Bossco so he could keep scanning his weenies.
Looks like he's made some modifications to it. It's our old carbon dater with Bosco's printer attachment. What's this?
It's my chemical sampler. Get somebody to spit on it, and it gives you a sample test tube for the baby maker.
Mind if we borrow it?
Go ahead. I already got all I need.
What do you think you're doing?
You know, the usual. Traveling through time and stuff.
Override. You caused a catastrophic temporal anomaly. You're going back to the ship so you can think about what you've done. Just look at what you did.
Sam, what's a catastrophic temporal paradox?
That!
What the hell did you guys do?
Max, when you made Mama Bosco decide not to have a baby, that meant Bosco was never born.
But if Bossco was never born, then we never would have gone back to meet Mama Bosco in the first place. Neat!
Are you fools just gonna stand there explaining everything, or are you gonna fix me?
Sheesh! Give a guy a cool cow body, and all of a sudden he's the owner of the time stream.
Did you miss us?
What have you two been doing all this time?
Hanging out with your mom.
Real classy guys, fine. Don't help me.
Can you describe your father for us?
Man, I thought you guys were detectives. Haven't you figured out I was a test tube baby? My mama didn't need a man. I got everything from her.
Where'd you get your paranoid fear of giant invisible conspiracies out to kill you?
That's a chemical imbalance that's all mine.
Are you sure you can't give us any leads on your father?
Mama mentioned once she met him at the White House.
Feeling better, Bosco?
I don't know you guys. I still feel kind of distant. What did you guys do?
We kind of made it so that you've never been born. Whoops.
But being born is one of the greatest things I ever did. Fix it, you fools!
Existence isn't something you can just ask for, Bosco. You've got to earn it.
How's life as a paradox treating you, Bosco?
It sucks, man. I want to exist all the way again. Do something!
We're on the case, Bosco.
We've got to go break up with your mother.
I told you guys, cut it out!
The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit is stuck on the elevator. It's for taking chemical samples of people's spit and other things. Hey, Max, what do you think this thing is?
Calibrating. Complete. I now have mastered your primitive but no less valid language. Please choose from the following topics of conversation.
Who are you?
I am this craft's artificial intelligence. I supervise the operations of this craft and the activities of its crew.
Where's the crew?
They are currently occupied with the craft's primary mission. They will arrive shortly to detain you for your own safety.
What happened to Bosco?
The intruder made unsanctioned use of the time shuttle.
How do we use that elevator?
Simply choose a destination. Additional destinations can be opened using convenient pre-printed time cards.
What are my options?
My personality can be configured to respond in the style most appropriate to the user. Please choose from the following options.
Politically correct.
Selection acknowledged as no more or less valid than the other available choices.
We'd like to get a time card, please.
I cannot print a time card until the captain chooses a destination.
So long.
Goodbye.
Moo.
Bosco's oppressors could spring out of there any moment, ray guns blazing. There's no way to open it.
I am still president after all.
Yeah, that may be, but are you a bad enough president to rescue the dude?